The Phansi Museum collection is housed in a fully restored Victorian home in Glenwood, built in 1898, and now a national monument, a museum with a wealth of African artifacts. Evocative, even ghostly, is the display of about 30 life-size puppet dolls, dressed in ceremonial attire from various regions and cultures throughout Southern Africa. They've been exhibited in New York, but for now, they're back in Durban.
Back in the days, the way of dressing for African people, I may say, used to be very important because it's how people were identifying their status and their areas, especially when we're looking at colors of the beads. So when we're looking at this lady, she's a young woman, a Zulu young woman. She's not covering her shoulders. She's wearing a shorter skirt. That shows that she's not married. This is a Zulu married woman. She's wearing a red hat. Red stands for a protection, which is coming from the blood of the slaughtered animal that was slaughtered during her wedding day. And the cape that covers her shoulders, because she don't have to show her shoulders. She must cover her shoulders because now she's giving herself a respect. She's also respecting her husband, whom she's sharing her body with. She's also wearing a leather skirt, which called isidwaba. It's made out of cowhide, which is from the cow that has been slaughtered, that was amongst the bride price that was paid for her.
In this museum, one even learns that leg adornments were an intrinsic part of the courting ritual, in that it moved the eye from the more provocative areas of the body. Also learns that masks of split bamboo were worn by unmarried women to hide their face in much the same way as a burqa, and that marriage cloaks were intricately crocheted, mimicking perhaps the craftwork done by early Victorian women.
This is an absolutely exceptional museum. It's a one of a kind. We've got a collection of about 5,000 artifacts, and what's most important for us is that we don't want it to be what people conceive a museum to be, a place where people collect old stuff that no one's interested in. There's beautiful stuff here. There's old stuff, there's modern stuff, there's contemporary art items as well.
But for the curators here, preserving knowledge is critical.
Most importantly, though, is we're also here to conserve and preserve our cultural heritage. I mean, it's very important for us that these artifacts in the museum remain here for generations to come.
From time to time, the museum showcases original music, performing arts and oral history. Yoli Sanjamela, CCTV, Durban, South Africa.